Hello folks, I thought I'd give you a little update after I recently posted a couple of things on my various social media accounts. Go and check all those out, they're down there. And I think I mentioned it in a video or two as well, but I was hoping to buy and sell some used cars to try and sort of supplement my income as I'm currently self-employed and I'm fresh into self-employment, and it all came on quite quickly in the end. And I thought it'd be a nice little way to supplement my income and give me something to run about in when I don't have a press car. Luckily the press car thing seems to be sorted because I've got lots of those lined up, and whilst I am working from home I don't have a massive need for a car on a day-to-day basis. So you might have seen that I bought a little Ford Focus, and I got it for quite a good price, but it was in a terrible state. It was really dirty inside and out, and it was really difficult to sort of judge the condition because it was so filthy. But I did get it at a really good price. The car only had 44,000 miles on it, new MOT with no advisories, and it sort of had a lot going for it apart from the general condition. And I sort of thought to myself, look, this is one I can tidy up myself, get it serviced, get a couple of little bits done on it, and get it out the door and make a nice profit on it. I was thinking I might have £2,000 profit in that car when all was said and done. Firstly, when I bought the car, I did my full V-check, everything passed absolutely fine. I took it on about a 40-minute test drive and I tested the life out of it. Nice guy I bought it from, sort of genuine reason for sale, all the rest of it. He dropped the car over to me, that was all great, all seemed fine. So I then basically spent a day cleaning the car. It took me that long, a day. And it's only when you start to do these things that you realise how long they're going to take, particularly as I'm not a professional valeter or detailer or anything like that. It's going to take me a bit longer to get a good result than it would for a professional. As I was planning to do this as a business, it's important I did the work myself, because otherwise your profit margin soon sort of goes out the window. But that did seem to be one thing that was taking me far too long to get a really good result. I also mean machine polishing the thing. It had one of those magnetic signs on the door for the guy's business, and it left all sorts of crud underneath on the paint, and it took a hell of a lot of work. I probably spent 3 hours on one door. It also had numerous scratches all over the bodywork. The car was parked on quite a tight drive with a big hedge in it, and it seemed every time it went in, the hedge was having a bit more of a go at the car. So that again took me a lot of work to polish out all that, or as much of it as I could. I then did a few little paint touch-ups. Most of them looked fine, a couple of them looked god-awful, and I wish I hadn't done them. I got one of the alloy wheels refurbished. I had a full service done on the car. One of the electric wing mirrors went left and right, but it didn't go up and down. I didn't want to sell something like that, so I got a replacement for that and fitted it myself. But time was really starting to add up on this thing, and at the same time, I had to do YouTube videos to make. Also had my new business coaching business and business consultancy business to promote, and I literally didn't spend any time on that whatsoever. That's udefine.co.uk, by the way, so go and check that out. If I can help you in any way with your business or your startup idea, drop me a line. But it seemed like the thing I was doing to give me a bit more freedom to pursue things that I really wanted to do, that thing was kind of sucking absolutely all of my time. And because I'm not, a skilled body worker, I'm not a skilled mechanic, I can clean a car, but it takes me probably longer than it would a professional. Everything was taking too long without getting the right result at the end of it. And then I think when I was coming back from getting the alloy wheel refurbished, I suddenly noticed the gearbox was quite jerky. It's a 1.6 Focus petrol automatic, and it's a power shift gearbox. The power shift is a notoriously crap gearbox. It's basically an automated manual rather than a traditional sort of torque converter or CVT automatic. They're just a bit jerky. They're not the best driving experience in the world, but it'd been fine. Again, it was just the experience of driving a not very nice automatic, but it'd been absolutely fine. And I just noticed it was quite jerky. It was the first time I'd used it in warm weather for quite a number of journeys. And so I immediately took to the internet, and you just read horror story after horror story about these things. I actually spoke to 2 independent gearbox specialists as well, and both of them said if it's not throwing up any fault codes, which it wasn't, it should be absolutely fine. And they both reassured me that what I was explaining were the characteristics of a power shift gearbox, and I shouldn't be too worried about there being an issue with it, particularly as it had the gearbox fluid changed at 38,000 miles, which you must do on those things. So I'm basically just not the kind of person that can sell something if I've got some kind of element of doubt over whether it's going to come back, whether there's a problem with it, whether someone's going to be left stranded with it. I just can't do that. It really got me thinking as to how comfortable I will be trading cars, especially ones that I've just bought maybe at an auction, driven it around for a day or two, think, yeah, that's fine, and then sell it on. And then you realise when you don't have that specific skill set, not only is something as simple as getting a bit of bodywork done on a car expensive, it also takes time. And if you need to turn 1 or 2 cars around every month to pay your mortgage, you haven't always got time on your side. I just weighed everything up and I thought, do you know what, it's just not going to be for me this. I can't waste too much time doing this when I've got another business that I really need to promote, something that hopefully can, be a long-term business and really suits my skill set. So I decided to list the car locally as a trade sale, hopefully try and sell it to a motor trader. I was completely honest with every fault on the car, every little issue on the car, everything I had done, everything that was still to be done. So a really nice guy came out from a dealership down Bewley Way, not far from the Bewley Motor Museum, if you know that. Not too far from me, probably 45 minutes away. And we did a deal on the car. I got back what I put into it and about 100 quid on top. I didn't really want to profit from it. I just wanted rid of it at that point and wanted to move on without wasting any more time. So, bit of a sad story. I'm a bit disappointed by it. On paper, it seemed like an easy thing to do to generate a few quid, bring me in a few videos for the channel. By the way, recorded next to nothing while I was working on the cars because it was so time consuming. If I'd have brought filming into the mix as well, I'd still be there now. So I really wanted it to kind of tick a couple of boxes for me, bring in a bit of income, give me something to drive around and give me some content for my YouTube channel. And it really didn't do any of those things at all. So I'll have to put this one down to experience. I had it go, it failed, I'll move on. Bit disappointed to be fair, and disappointed that I put so much time and effort into researching it and getting things set up, but there we go. At the same time as all this has been going on, my YouTube views have been absolutely tanking. I don't know why. I've been putting out more content than ever, but my views have been going sort of backwards. So I perhaps need to sort of revisit what I'm doing on YouTube and try and come up with some new ideas, I guess. Anyway, just wanted to give you a quick update on that because a few people have been asking me about the Focus and what's going on with it. I don't own it anymore. It's gone. I won't be getting another one. Thanks ever so much for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Go and check out Surfshark and use my link which is in the video description and pinned as the top comment. I've been using Surfshark for a couple of years now, and what it is a VPN. That means you can trick your internet, your phone, your computer, your TV, any device to think you're in another country. Why is that useful? Firstly, it helps you protect your online identity. Secondly, it stops eavesdropping from hackers, governments, corporations. Thirdly, you can fool your device to think you're in another country, which means you might be able to access things like the US version of Netflix, which has got tons of different content to the UK version. Massively useful. And it also comes with ad blockers, so you don't get pesky ads popping up on your internet browsing. Now use my link and you'll get an amazing 82% discount from Surfshark. You get 2 months up front as a free trial and you get 82% off. If you sign up for 2 years, you can get it for £1.69 a month, which is incredible. And the best thing is, using that link helps support the channel. So enjoy that US Netflix, enjoy protected browsing in future, and thanks for supporting the channel.